Good evening to your beginners class. Hands to discuss an introduction to overcall and an introduction to how we show what we have on lead. One diamond. A two clubs overcall doesn't have to promise opening points, but what it promises is 5 good cards, good honors, and in this situation, 10 plus 10 to 17 points. Now, you don't need to type this down, but we're just showing you what it means. 2 clubs. 2 hearts promises 5 hearts and 9 plus points. Pass. 4 hearts. Enough points for game and a fit in hearts. Pass, pass, pass. The rule we're trying to teach you is if your partner has a doubleton, they lead high followed by low. So if they don't lead a high one followed by a low one, they don't have a doubleton. So they lead the 2 of clubs. We're going to win with the ace. At this point, we don't know who has the king of clubs and we don't know who has a doubleton or who has a singleton. But we create the void by cashing the ace of diamonds in our hand. When that wins, we now lead back a small club, hoping our partner can either ruff or win with the king. But we know they don't have a doubleton. If they have a doubleton, they would lead high followed by low. And when they win, the king of clubs, if they're bright enough to lead a diamond, we can invoke the power of trumps or ruffing, and we set the contract. We put the contract down before they even start. And now we can lead another club or a spade or a heart and hope something might happen. But as it happens, nothing's going to happen. Declarer will win and claim the rest of the tricks. And we can see that they go down. When our partner leads the 2 of clubs, we know they don't have a doubleton. If they had a doubleton 7 and 2, they'd start off by leading the 7. If they had a doubleton king and 2, they'd start off by leading the king. So when they lead a small card, we know that they don't have a doubleton. So the second board of the introduction to defensive bidding and card play also introduces an overcall and introduces the idea of showing a doubleton at the earliest opportunity by playing high-low. So the bidding progresses. Pass. 1 heart. Hearts are my longest suit. 12 to 19 points, may or may not be balanced. 1 spade. This is a simple overcall, but at the 1 level, it could have even fewer points than the last overcall, which was at the 2 level. So it shows in or around 8 to 17. Pass from north. 2 spades. A raise of an overcall promises slightly stronger than a raise of an opening. The reason is the overcall could be less points, so the raise of the overcall needs to be slightly stronger. Pass, pass, and pass. The lead of the 2 of hearts. If we look at the dummy, there's 4 hearts in the dummy. We've got 6. That means there are 10 hearts visible to us, plus the 2 which is led, which is 11. That means there are 2 hearts remaining. If my partner had a doubleton, they wouldn't lead the 2. They'd lead either the 9 if they had a 9 and the 2, or the king if they had the king and the 2. And if they have the king, the 9 and the 2, when we play the ace of hearts, West will ruff. So when we play the ace of hearts and West follows, whether they follow with the king or the 9, it doesn't make a difference. We know our partner has a singleton. We can now, if we're careful, lead the ace of diamonds. followed by the king of diamonds. And now when we lead back a small heart, our partner can ruff. And if they're clever enough to lead back a small diamond, we can ruff. And we're playing in partnership with each other, trying to put them down. High, low by a defender shows a doubleton, either on lead or, as was the case on the second board, following suit.